So going back from when you started, were you tracking and the data set that you have, were you able to load it into your own proprietary AI and that's what you're using? Because I know some real estate guys that are doing something along those lines. They're building out their own internal AI.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. The first data set we're doing has to do with land values in Manhattan. And most companies in New York will tell you that, last year Manhattan land sold for X dollars per buildable square foot, which is generally the metric that folks use. But blending all types of land together is like me telling you that the average price of a peach, a bowling ball, and a 2x4 last year was $11.50. It's completely
Pointless.
meaningless.
Yeah.
So we've disaggregated the data into residential rental land, residential condo land, hotel, office, and then a miscellaneous bucket for education, healthcare, and anything that doesn't fit into the first four buckets. And we have that data going back to 1984. So we've been working with two data scientists for about a year now and looking at the fluctuations in each of those buckets in terms of value and comparing them to things that you would expect us to compare it to, with like within each of those buckets. If it's rental land, for instance, well, let's look at how rents have fluctuated. Let's look at how occupancies have fluctuated. Let's look at how policy has changed. But then we're also comparing those value fluctuations to a significant bucket of macroeconomic factors: interest rates, inflation, lending rates, S&P 500, Dow Jones, price of gold, price of oil, and consumer sentiment. And a number, I think there's about 30 different metrics that we're comparing these value fluctuations to. And we believe that the model should be able to come up with predictive information so that, and looking at what metric or basket of metrics will be predictive of changes in direction in the market. So maybe it will come out that, if interest rates drop 75 basis points and the price of eggs go up by 15%, the office land market is going to rally in 9 months. Who knows what it's going to come up with, but it has the capability to do it. We have a tremendous integrity within our data set. So we're right on the verge of coming up with conclusions and really excited to see what it's going to come up with.